Hello class, and this is my response to the article that I had to post. This article has to do with the strategy of T-Mobile. Now, a little background, earlier this year, T-Mobile, their CEO is a very outspoken individual, but earlier this year they offered to buy any individual out of their current contract if they wanted to switch to T-Mobile. They would actually pay any early termination fees, and I looked into it. It was a good amount. It was up to $200 or $300. I don't recall the exact amount. That had a big backlash in the community, so to say, because other carriers were very upset about that. But I don't know that overall it had a huge effect as far as people flocking to T-Mobile. So now they're offering a new policy. They are marketing themselves as the uncarrier. And what this means is that they're going to offer no service contract phones, and they're also going to have no overage fee. So if you go over your text or your phone calls, that'll basically be unlimited. Now, if you go over your data, they're still going to throttle that, so they'll tune it back so it goes a little bit slower if you go over your data limit, but you won't be hit with any fees. Now, the CEO of T-Mobile has taken it a step further to start a petition to try to get legislative action so that other carriers can't offer overage fees as well because he finds them to be too greedy. So this is a very aggressive tactic or a very aggressive strategy that he's implementing. Um, all in all, it looks like the other companies are struggling with it. AT&T had no comment when they were asked about the new policies of T-Mobile. So it's very interesting to see how this will go down. Now, there's some serious challenges with taking on this strategy, though. Clearly the most obvious one is your company's going to have lower profits. I'm sure that those overage fees accounted for a lot of the income of these other companies, as well as T-Mobile. Now, I do believe existing accounts with T-Mobile prior to this uncarrier concept are still getting hit with overage fees, so it's not a complete across the board thing yet. The other strategic disadvantage to this, besides just the money, which is going to cause problems, I'm sure, is you are making a lot of enemies. First of all, because you have the people in the current plans, I don't know how they're going to handle that if they're going to switch people to the new plans, but you're going to have customers that are upset that they're not getting what's offered with the next with for the new customers, and that's actually kind of common in the industry, but this is a big one. Also, they're making enemies of every other cell phone carrier out there as far as every other contract one, AT&T, Verizon, and those guys. So you never know exactly where that's going to be, but they're definitely sticking their neck out there and getting a lot of attention for some pretty aggressive tactics. So it may work. Their initial will buy you out of your carrier definitely got some press coverage, but I don't know how successful it was financially. So at the end of the day, I mean, they're sticking their neck out there, drawing a lot of negative attention from their competitors, and they're slashing their profits. So it's an interesting and aggressive strategy, but it does definitely have its own drawbacks. So I'm curious to see what you think. I've linked the article to my post as well, so you can take a look. Thank you very much.